Hey guys, mahal everyone, 40 the Broadway Saiyan here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, bringing you guys another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. In this video, we're going to be doing another top 4 pre-level 70 characters, and this time we're going to be focusing on the yellow crystal characters. Now again, for this particular video, I want to give a big shout out to ItsOmar7 and Lidz87 because they helped me compile this list, as well as a little bit of a personal experience as far as which characters I chose for my top 4 yellow crystal characters before the level 70 era hits. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into number 4, which is going to be Final Fantasy V's Barts. So Barts is a character that has gravity-based abilities, allowing him to actually deal percentages of damage to the enemy's brave, so that way he actually shaves them down to that particular amount before he actually deals damage, which is very, very useful and very clutch. He also provides brave battery and damages simultaneously for efficiency, and if you have his EX, that EX charges so fast, he's like an EX machine gun, giving him a very powerful longevity, damage-wise and efficiency-wise as a character. So this is why I put Barts at number 4 for yellow crystal users. Now my number 3 for level 70 yellow crystal users is gonna be Balthier. Now upon the making of this video, Balthier recently just got his rework, but it is before the level 70 era, so why is he number 3? Well, first of all, Balthier received a very powerful rework with a strong framed buff. That framed buff, the Sky Pirate style, pretty much like accelerates his whole offensive capabilities, giving him physical attack up, max brave up, as well as attack up, as well as turning his abilities into their plus variants. He now also has a guaranteed chance to steal those buffs, which is a great alternative to a Dispeller if you don't have one, and he can hit his overflow opt-in due to his AoE brave hits on his snatch shot. So Balthier has become quite a fun character to play now, and if you're lacking a Dispeller, he's really strong in that department because he could actually steal the buffs away, which makes his offensive capabilities even better. So this is why I put him at number 3 for my top 4 yellow crystal users. Now coming in at number 2 is going to be Final Fantasy X's Lulu. So Lulu is a fire enchanter and imperil rolled into one, so that produces high damage output because she's making them weak and more vulnerable to fire while also improving her own fire abilities. She has a powerful framed buff that does stack with a brave regen that's applied to the party as an aura, which can be very useful, and she also has high brave overflow on both abilities. Her brave overflow on her abilities is like at 150%, which is really high just considering her abilities have that overflow. So this is why Lulu is a number 2 for my top 4 yellow crystal users, and don't forget, she is budget friendly because she only has access right now to a 35 CP, so she is another one of those 35 CP legends like my boy Kiwi likes to call them. Alright, so I have an honorable mention before we go into number 1 for top 4 yellow crystal users. This one was tough, and this one might surprise some of you why this is just an honorable mention character, but it's gonna be Final Fantasy VIII's Quist. So hear me out on this. First of all, Quist gives us speed and turn control. So she has these debuffs where essentially she has like, you know, she extends the turn, she gives them like a turn rate down essentially on the enemies as well as lowering their speed. So she messes around with their turn consistency as well as their speed. And then she has that ever so popular 3-turn delay, plus giving battery, allowing the party to quickly burst down targets, especially if they're single target. And don't forget she has overflow on that ability too. And then finally, if you have that EX, it just gives her really good longevity because not only is it really powerful, but it charges really, really quickly. Now, the reason why I put Quist as an honorable mention is a little after, let's say, the World of Illusion's Ultimate Ifrit trials, right, where like everybody was like using Quist consistently, she started to fall more into a support character. So you would always essentially pick Quist more as like a friend unit because you would bring her in and then you would delay. As a character that represents your party, the thing that Quist lacked was damage. Even with Attack 108 and improving her statistics with like boards and artifacts, she still lacked damage. So having her as a main party member was okay, but she actually shined better later on as a friend unit. This is why I put her in my honorable mention rather than actually ranking her in my top 4. Now you're all wondering who's going to be the number 1 for yellow crystal users. Well, this character just came out. It's going to be none other than Fran. So Fran has an amazing framed buff that increases her offensive capabilities as well as an amazing frame debuff. And that frame debuff, like we talked about on my Fran video, can be influenced by your party members because it has a stacking mechanic. Not only that, but she has a very high high damage output and ridiculous overflow amounts. She has like 180% on her Whip Kick Plus, which is crazy. And again, she is a budget-friendly character, and in the words of my boy Kiwi, is a 35 CP legend because she only has access up to a 35 CP, but that's all she needs just because her abilities are so powerful. So Fran is going to be taking that #1 spot, and she is a character currently right now, upon the making of this video, available for players to unlock. Highly recommend that you guys do unlock her because she is super powerful with those frame buff, those debuffs that she puts on, as well as those crazy overflow amounts. Alright guys, well this is going to conclude this video. Again, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you found this video useful, entertaining, and fun to watch. Once again, this is 40 the Broadway Saiyan. Stay tuned for my next video, and mahal everyone.